Hey, it's Kilobyte here, and in this video we're going to talk about the Glock Sport Combat Holster. Alright, so these are made by Glock. This particular one is, 15 plus years old probably. I have had this for a long time, used it a fair bit. It's actually my favorite, and I don't have a lot. I don't have a big selection by any means, but this thing has worked so well for me for outside the waistband carry that this is what I would normally use. It's just simple, effective, and cheap. These are like $13. It's hard to go wrong for that price. The couple things to mention: you've got some cutouts. This will fit multiple size belts. And in my case, there was a cutout right there and right there. I chose to cut those two out, and it fits my belts fine in the middle. Some people will cut the top out so that it rides a little lower. I didn't want mine to, for competition, that might help. I wanted mine a little higher for carry. I did use this in IDPA way back in the day. Now I haven't done IDPA in a while. I am looking at getting back into it though. I use this. In fact, I use this with my Glock 27, which is a very odd combination, odd gun for IDPA, but that is what I carried and that's what I use. And as you can see, it fits well. And I'll try to keep this in the camera. It fits in the holster well. It's got decent retention. So I highly, it works well. The Glock 35, guess what? Fits the same holster. And it will cover the trigger guard completely. This is a Gen 4. And you'll see that it does come up over the magazine release. So for a Gen 4, that is fine. If you have a 3 that sticks out, you're going to have to trim this little corner. But it's a great holster. Some other things on it. Let's see. Don't cut once you cut these out. They're cut out for good. So pick which ones you want and use those make the right cuts. It will carry right-handed or left-handed. It is flexible. You can see mine tends to go a little bit. I haven't heated this one up. It tends to go like so because I wear it on my right side. You can wear it with the belt going out side of it or inside of it, in case showing you as a right-hander. If you wear it on the outside, it will hold it against your body better, but like your belt loops on jeans you may have to skip one depending on where you're putting it. I personally wear it with the belt on the inside, and I'll show a picture of that shortly towards the end of the video. So I have the belt going through the inside, and I hook the belt loop that goes right here. And that keeps it pretty well where I want it. It's, for me, this is, again, primarily carry, although I'll still use it in IDPA, and I'm not, I was using the Glock 27. It's not like I was going for high scores. So I definitely recommend it. The one thing that you can do, and that I may do with this one, you can bend these like so, and then you use a heat gun and heat this up, and it will get it to tend to stay that way. Don't melt it, but you can heat it up and it'll tend to stay, it'll reform like so. One thing I want to mention, on my 27, I've got these Ameriglow iDot Pros. These are let's see if we can compare them. You see the height of sights here. I guess they're really not that much of a difference. The front ones, though, I'm hoping this is showing up on the camera. The front sight is definitely taller. As you can see, the front sight is definitely taller on this Ameriglow. And I was concerned that that wasn't going to fit in the holster, but it actually fits, just barely fits. You can see on the front, and it is unloaded. I've safety checked them all. It just barely clears. Now for the 27, it doesn't quite go all the way through, so it's not going to catch anyway. But even on the 35, I believe if I were to put these sights on it, I believe I'd still be able to clear it pretty well. But just something to bear in mind if you have tall sights. Let's see, there are two sizes of these. This is for the 9/40. There's also a 10/45. The main difference is the width of the holster. If I know some people that'll actually use the 10/45 in competition. So if they're doing like IDPA, they'll actually use the wider one because they can get the gun in and out quicker. It's $13 holster. Hey, it's not bad. It's a lot cheaper than buying a $80 holster that's a little more, a little quicker. Because if you're doing IDPA, you obviously do want to be quick, but this also works. I mean, it works pretty well. So make sure I haven't forgotten anything. You can do, one of the cool things about this is you can actually get some clips and screw some clips in here that'll come out this way, and you can change it to a inside the waistband holster. It's pretty versatile. You can attach this in your car if you want. You can using screws. There's several. It's a really good all-around holster, and it's $13. It's hard to go wrong with that. So I do highly recommend it. And let me actually put it on so you can see what I mean by it. Right, it's high and tight on the belt. Okay, hopefully this will be on the camera. I'm centered. All right, so I wouldn't normally be wearing the old Air Force camo, but basically I'm wearing the Glock 27. You can see it's pretty high and tight. I wouldn't wear a tight t-shirt over it. That's going to print pretty well. But a looser shirt is fine. The mags, as I said, they stick out a little more, and I'm hoping that they'll show up. They stick out a little more than the Glock ones, but honestly, these would print a fair bit with a regular shirt. A t-shirt, they'd really stick out. Whereas this is not so bad. If you go to a bigger, the 35 and the larger 15 round magazines, alright, they stick up obviously a lot more, but they do point in. The gun, it's still real close. But it does hang down farther, so bear in mind that hangs down. Again, for a carry, outside the waistband carry, this thing is just really solid. The mag pouches for carry, not so much, but these are, I honestly got these more for, competition-minded IDPA type stuff. So, anyway, I hope this review has helped, if you found it helpful, like, subscribe, or comment. And thanks for watching.